Here in Texas, we've officially left winter behind, and the warmer days are already starting to settle in. So before anything else, I need to make my way to the ceiling fan and flip the switch to push the air downward. It's one of those invisible details that makes a big difference this time of year. With that done, I can get to swapping out the rug. I mentioned this in a previous video, but when I bought this rug, I actually purchased two, one for downstairs and one for upstairs, with the intention of rotating them seasonally. I'm feeling very thankful for that fan right about now. The one I'm bringing in feels a little lighter and softer, more in line with spring and summer, while the other leans a bit warmer for fall and winter. It's a simple switch, but it creates such a noticeable shift in the room. Next, I'm saying goodbye to these magnolia stems from my Valentine's setup. In their place, I'm bringing back out one of my favorite planters and adding in faux florals that I've had for years. They've become a bit of a staple for me, especially in the spot by the window. Something about them feels like spring has arrived. I thought about moving this garden angel outside, but it feels fitting for this transition into the new season. I found these beautiful floral pillow covers on Amazon, and I wanted to share a small tip most of you probably already know. Using an insert that's 2 to 3 times larger than the cover makes all the difference. It gives you that full, structured look and holds its shape so much better. I'm also swapping out some of these heavier winter textures for this lighter linen pillow. It feels softer and more breathable, and the soft green tones tie in perfectly with the new rug. Now for a little DIY upcycle. I have these candlestick lamps that I haven't used in years, probably close to 7 at this point, and instead of letting them sit tucked away, I wanted to give them a second life. The glass shades have this soft bell shape that reminds me of tulips, which feels perfect for spring. I'm carefully removing the wiring and setting it aside, just in case I ever want to convert them back. After giving them a good clean, I'm adding in these LED candles I picked up at Michael's. The flame has a subtle movement to it that mimics real candlelight beautifully, and it instantly brings warmth into the space. Even though they're a bit taller for a coffee table, they don't block the view of the TV at all. To finish the table, I'm placing a neutral vase in the center, keeping with that rule of 3 that always seems to work, and filling it with dried florals and soft creams and greens with just a pop of yellow. This hint of yellow is something I'll be carrying through to the tablescape later, just to keep everything feeling connected. Moving into the kitchen, I wanted to give a quick update on the birdhouse from my last video. So far, no visitors. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if somehow I built a bird repellent, because I haven't seen a single bird since putting it up. Over on the island, I found this wicker tray that I hope helps ground my urn planter a bit more. I'm swapping out the winter greenery for something a little fresher and more seasonal, then adding a bell and candle, again keeping with that simple rule of 3. There's just something about a candle that makes any space feel a little more finished and lived in. Before we begin setting the table, there are a couple of pieces I want to make first. I'm starting with these beautifully unique yellow plants called kangaroo paws, and transplanting them into simple terracotta pots. There's something about the raw, unfinished texture of terracotta that instantly gives a natural, garden-like feel, which is exactly what I want to bring to the table. Next, I'm taking smaller versions of those and painting them in this matte green color you might recognize from my bathroom and bedroom makeovers. I actually made 4 of these, but ultimately edited the table down to just 2. I'm thinking maybe I'll use the others outside on my patio table. Once those are dry, I'm turning them into candle holders by securing taper candles in the center using a bit of melted wax. To finish them off, I'll be adding a little moss. I originally considered using a more vibrant green, but ultimately decided on this muted brown instead. It feels a little more natural, less crafty, and better suited for the slightly rustic direction I had in mind. And to tie everything together, I'm tucking in a few of the same yellow dried florals I used in the living room. It adds a bit of continuity, and I love how the shape subtly mirrors the movement of the stems above. Now that everything is ready, we can start building out the table. I'm beginning with a simple linen runner I picked up at Target years ago, and layering in white chargers and plates to keep the foundation clean and not too busy. From there, I'm adding these travertine napkin rings and threading in some soft green floral napkins. I found these a while back at Target also, and although they're no longer in stores, they do pop up from time to time if you go looking for them online. And finally, bringing in the pieces we made. I looked into these kangaroo paw plants, and all these pods will eventually open up, revealing tiny flowers, so I'm really excited to see that unfold. The potted stems and candle holders really start to give the table its personality. To finish everything off, I'm adding crystal glassware for a bit of height and light reflection.